Hello everyone. In this session, we'll be learning the blood supply of the eye. We'll start with the arterial supply of the eye. Now, the main artery of the eye is the ophthalmic artery. The ophthalmic artery is a branch of the internal carotid artery, ICA, or the internal carotid artery. The ophthalmic artery further gives many branches. One branch is your central retinal artery, which will pierce the optic nerve, and as the name suggests, retina. So it will pierce the optic nerve and reach the retina at the optic disc. Second arteries are your long and short posterior ciliary arteries. So as the name suggests, short means it will travel a shorter distance. That means it will supply the posterior surface, posterior part of the vascular tissue. If you have seen my earlier video of the coats of the eyeball, you can recall that one layer is the vascular layer or the uveal tissue, which is comprised of the iris, the ciliary body and the choroid. These are the vascular layer or the vascular tissue of the eyeball. So the short posterior ciliary artery, it will supply the posterior part of the choroid up to the equator. Coming to the long posterior ciliary arteries, it will supply the rest of the uveal tissue, that is the anterior half of the choroid. Then what were the other two? Yes, the iris and the ciliary body. Then first artery is your central retinal artery. Then comes your short and long posterior ciliary arteries. Then comes your lacrimal artery. The lacrimal artery will supply your lacrimal gland as well as lateral part of the eyelid. The lacrimal gland, which is located on the medial side. If you can see here, this is your which is located on the lateral side. The lacrimal gland, it is located on the lateral side of your eyeball, and the lateral part of the eyelid, it is supplied by the lacrimal artery. Fine. Now, if there is a posterior ciliary artery, there must be anterior ciliary artery. Yes, so there is anterior ciliary artery, and they are also known as the muscular arteries. They are known as the muscular arteries or the anterior ciliary arteries because they will pierce few muscles before supplying the eyeball. That's why anterior ciliary arteries are also known as muscular arteries. Then, if something is supplying the lateral part of the eyelid, lacrimal artery, its branch is lateral palpebral artery, which will supply the lateral part of eyelid. Fine. So that means something must be supplying the medial part of eyelid. What is that? Excellent. That is your medial palpebral artery. Palpebral means eyelid. Palpebral is denoted for the word eyelid. Fine. So lateral palpebral artery, it is the branch of lacrimal artery, and medial palpebral artery will supply the medial part of eyelid. Now coming to the rest arteries. Before that, let us quickly recall what did we learn. So, we learned about the central retinal artery, the short and the long posterior ciliary artery, and the anterior ciliary arteries or the muscular arteries. These were the ocular group of arteries. Ocular group means simply supplying the eyeball. Then we learnt one from the orbital group. Orbital group means it is supplying structures which are located in the orbit but excluding the eyeball. So, we learnt about the lacrimal artery and the medial palpebral artery as well. Now, before learning the next arteries, let me show you this diagram of the orbit. So, you just need to remember one thing at this moment, that the medial wall of the orbit, it is formed by the ethmoid bone. This is just to make the explanation simpler that I am giving you this at this moment, that the medial wall is formed by the ethmoid bone. If this is your orbit, then the medial side, it is also known as the nasal side. Why? Because it is near to the nose. Simple. So this is your medial side or the nasal side, and this is your lateral side. The medial wall is formed by the ethmoid. So now if you look at this diagram, can you say which one is the medial or the nasal side? Excellent. This side is your nasal side, and the bone shown here is your ethmoid bone. You can see the orbit, it is pyramidal in shape actually, and the medial side is formed by the ethmoid along with few other bones. So if it is formed by ethmoid, can you name few arteries? Yeah, the anterior and the posterior ethmoidal arteries. Excellent. So these were two other arteries which you learned. Now, medially we already discussed medial palpebral artery. Now I told you medial side, it is also known as the nasal side. So one artery is your dorsal nasal artery. One side is your dorsal nasal artery. Simple. Then comes your supratrochlear artery. The supratrochlear artery, it will supply it is also known as the frontal artery. Supratrochlear artery known as the frontal artery. So it will supply your frontalis muscle. Excellent. So this is one more artery. The dorsal nasal artery and the supratrochlear artery, these two are the terminal branches of the ophthalmic artery. Terminal branches of the ophthalmic artery. So we learned two more arteries. Now what is remaining? Yeah, this long artery which is known as the supraorbital artery. Supraorbital, above the orbit. Above the orbit is your eyelid. So eyelid means levator palpebrae superioris. Levator means elevator. Palpebrae, I told you, means eyelid. Superioris means upper. So upper eyelid elevator. The supraorbital artery will supply your this muscle, levator palpebrae superioris. So, and one more artery is your recurrent meningeal artery. Recurrent means it will have a downward course again. Fine. So these were your arterial supply. Let us quickly recall what did we learn. We learned about the central retinal artery. Firstly, the ocular group. We learned about the central retinal artery which was piercing the optic nerve. Yes, and it was supplying the retina at the optic disc. Then we learnt about the short and the long posterior ciliary arteries. The short posterior ciliary arteries, it was supplying the posterior part of choroid up to equator. The long posterior ciliary artery, it was supplying, the anterior part of choroid as well as the iris and the ciliary bodies. So these two arteries, they will supply the uveal tissue. Fine. And also the muscular arteries or the anterior ciliary arteries, they will pierce few muscles, they will supply those muscles and go in the eyeball. And then coming to the orbital group, so the arteries are recurrent meningeal artery, then supraorbital artery. Supraorbital artery was supplying which muscle? Yeah, levator palpebrae superioris. Then coming medial palpebral. We discussed medial means medial side. Palpebral means eyelid. So it will supply medial part of eyelid. Then coming to posterior and anterior ethmoidal artery. Of course, these will be located on the medial side of orbit, right? Because ethmoid was forming the medial boundary of the orbit. Excellent. Then coming to supratrochlear, also known as the frontal artery, which was supplying your frontalis muscle, and then the dorsal nasal artery. Sixth and the seventh one, supratrochlear and dorsal nasal artery, these were the terminal branches of the ophthalmic artery. And the last one is your lacrimal artery, which has got two branches. One will supply the lacrimal gland on the lateral side of your eye. Lateral side of eye, it will supply your lacrimal gland, and other branch is your lateral palpebral artery. Lateral palpebral artery, which will supply the lateral part of the eyelid. So this was all about the arterial supply. If you like this video, do hit the like button. If you have any doubts or feedbacks, do let me know in the comment box, and do subscribe my channel. In the next video, we'll be learning about the venous supply of the eye. Thank you.